This is Sexy Funny Raw, where we talk all about the world of sex, from dating and relationships to the adult industry itself, answering all the questions you weren't even brave enough to ask Google. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sexy Funny Raw. I am your host, Sylvia Sage, and today I am joined in studio with a female comedian friend of mine who I also will be doing a new series with coming up very soon. We can't give you all the details, but stay tuned for my new co-host, Kat C.
Yay, Sylvia.
So happy to have you on the show.
Oh my gosh, I love the title.
Thank you.
I love it.
So you and I have been looking to do a lot of stuff coming up together, but you just recently had some very big solo news of your own. You got your plaque, your photo on the wall at the very famous Pasadena Ice House Comedy Club, which is a very big deal because they weren't even putting females on that wall other than like Ellen DeGeneres and big, massive name comedians. And now you are one of their elites. Congratulations.
Thank you. It is the owner. And then, yeah, I would say like Ice House become my first like residency club.
Yeah.
Like it's just such an honor to be on the wall with like other comedians like Joe Coy, Brad Gary, and all the other. Your picture would be there one day.
Yes.
You know, I feel like Ice House is such a like new kind of like they are like a new movement. You know, because I feel like lots of comedy club carry those kind of old boy style, and then I feel like the world has been changing a lot. Yeah, so yeah. I'm happy.
Yeah, making waves for women, especially in comedy, is so huge because, as we both know, comedy is not easy, but I feel like it's maybe a teensy bit harder as a female comedian.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the comics like 20 or 30 years ago. I mean, back then, I'm sure like it's only like a very small percentage of female comics. You have to be in that boys club. I think for me, I feel lucky because we have those kind of like, you know, pioneering, like, you know, you're like, oh, okay. Also nowadays with social media, I feel like the world has changing a lot. You don't need the like gatekeepers.
Right.
If you think you're funny, you put it on social media and let the society decide you're funny or not, but you don't have to go kiss at anyone's ass or suck someone's dick to get like, you know, stage time. Like I'm so happy I never sucked anyone's dick to get stage time.
Me either.
Yeah, good.
I didn't either. I slept with some comics, but never comics who got me stage time.
Just for fun, right?
Just for fun.
Just because you wanted to, but because because you needed to get that stage time. So it's different, right? Yeah.
I love that. Good for us, girl. I don't feel like everybody can say that. But
yeah, because also now I was like listen to, I forgot whose podcast. It's like a female comic. Eliza. Yeah, she was in Chelsea's podcast. She said, you know, one of her opener a while ago and went down on her.
Shit.
But I mean, just for fun, obviously.
Just
right?
for fun,
just for fun.
not for stage time.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's like could be equal, right?
Yeah.
It's just because I feel like it. You know, tonight we had some drink, we had fun.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter who go down. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Male or female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, being funny is sexy. So if you think somebody is funny, odds are you also find them attractive. You know?
Exactly. I mean, in that moment, right?
Yes.
You know, like you had a great night.
They had a great set. Yeah.
Yeah, a great set. It was like, let's just fuck.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Also, you're full of adrenaline.
Yeah.
You know, so you're all pumped up, and I can't sleep for hours after a show. So the best thing to do is just go knock it out with somebody.
Exactly.
You know?
Sometimes I just have sex because I need to go to sleep. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like,
I don't do that because I live alone, but I masturbate when I need to go to sleep.
oh yes, yeah. Masturbating is such a great exercise.
Yes.
I was reading those articles said about it. We should masturbate at least 3-4 times a week.
Oh, I'm over the threshold, but that's because I have to do it for a living.
Oh
but
yeah, that's why it keeps you young and you know. Just glowing, right? Sex is so much needed.
It is.
Yeah.
I know people don't think it, but I do masturbate even not on camera because I masturbate on camera
just
so
for fun,
much.
not always for money.
Exactly.
Right?
Sometimes that's exactly how I feel. I'm like, you know what? I obviously have a camera on myself 24/7, but every once in a while I'm like, you know what? I don't want, just for 1 second, I just want to hold the vibrator there and not try and be sexy, make ugly faces, and just come really hard just for myself and fall asleep.
Just do it for yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you need that girl.
Everybody does.
Yeah, totally.
The world would be a better place if more people were coming more often.
Totally. I also feel there can be less carings.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if woman came, she became more soft, more like, forgiving and understanding.
Yes.
Like lots of women turned out to be caring because they didn't have enough sex.
I agree
They
with
need to be
that.
fucked. That's it.
Yeah.
Period.
Point blank, period.
Yeah.
We all just need to be fucked a little bit more. We get over this male loneliness epidemic as well.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's like a human nature, right?
Right. Okay, so how long have you been doing stand-up? I don't even think I know the answer to this question.
Oh, well, I started doing like acting first. I was in the drama school. I started at Beverly Hills Playhouse.
Oh, this it sounds like a dirty place, but I don't know anything about Beverly Hills Playhouse.
Okay,
What is it?
let me tell you, that's also the headquarters of Scientology.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because that's all like, lots of big star all graduate from the school.
Okay.
So I went to school. I didn't know it's Scientology, like headquarters. So all those people asked me, said, "Whoa, you started at Beverly Hills Playhouse. Are you Scientologist?" I'm like, "No, I don't." But like,
Did they try to convert you?
I think all my instructors were Scientologists. But
Oh.
I mean, during the class at the time, they never talk about it. They never preach that to you
Okay.
during the class because we did a synthetic code reading those classes. But the instructors, I mean, they did try to make us go to this workshop. So that is also the first time I went to the Scientology, the headquarters in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's
On Hollywood Boulevard?
the big one.
Yes.
So I didn't know. I was like, okay, it's casting director workshop. And you're like, oh, great. So I went there and whoa, the campus is beautiful, I have to say.
Yeah.
Like
well,
everyone,
they've got enough money. So.
yeah, it's beautiful. And then obviously like everyone seems very friendly.
Okay.
It's like Eden Garden.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
you walk in there.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, get you exactly. I didn't know. I was like, after the workshop, so they started bringing us to the room, and made us watch those Scientology like film.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we have to. They're like, hey, come to the room, the conference room. So we're watching the Scientology.
How
film.
long are these videos that you're watching?
I don't know. It's like a.
I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, that's why did you say the casting network? They always do like a golden era casting. That's what they casting the actor being those Scientology film. It's like a infomercial
Okay.
kind of stuff talking about.
Yeah.
So and then I mean obviously you're like okay, I'm gonna watch it, and after that they want to do one-on-one. So then they take me to the room. They ask me to answer 100 questions. I'm like, dude, I don't want to ask her 100 questions.
Yeah.
I hate tests. So I was like, okay, can I just go? Or like, oh, you have to. So that moment kind of becomes super weird for me because they're like, oh, you have to do those questions. But I'm
No,
like,
I don't.
no, I said, I want to go. So then became kind of like, so then I said, oh, can I go use the restroom? They're like, are you coming back? So then I went to use the restroom, obviously I never went back. So that's my
scary.
yeah, that's my only like experience with that. But like during the class, the school is really, really good school. It's very well known because lots of like big actor like Patrick Swayze, George Clooney, they all graduated from Playhouse. And they used to be such a big deal.
That's crazy. I wonder, I mean, thank God that you're like a strong, smart woman and you're like, yeah, let me go to the bathroom. I'm never coming back. But I wonder how many people they just accidentally trap because they're like weak-minded and they don't know how to say no in that scenario.
Yeah, I think lots of people were converted as Scientologists during those post-workshop sessions.
Yeah.
I think.
Also, you're like, well, Tom Cruise does this and Tom Cruise is at the top of his game. Like,
Yeah, I think lots of actors sort of have this kind of impression that, oh, if I join Scientology church, maybe I can get a big shot.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's just kind of is a mindset. I would just get kind of freaked out a little bit because I never like been to any of those kind of situations.
Yeah.
But I still kind of finished my school there, and then like it's great. I learned all the things at the school, so that's I started like doing drama and 4 years, and then I started at Improv and Nerdist, which is Chris Hardwick's school
Okay.
on Melrose.
Oh, nice.
So I started improv there. That's how I got into comedy, and then I was doing like think they have like improv and also comedy writing class.
Okay.
So I met lots of like comedians and comedy writers. So that's how I started.
I love that. So you were actor, writer, then comedian.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of accidental. I never thought I would do comedy.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, back then, you're like, oh, okay, everyone wants to be like a serious actor. But like, honestly, if you can do comedy, you can do drama.
Yeah, it's true.
Comedy comes from tragedy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
How do your parents feel about you doing comedy?
Yes, that's a good question. Most Asian parents would never let us do this. Like, we have to go to med school.
Yes.
Because I kind of the only Asian kid that get away because my mom passed away when I was younger. Yeah. So then my dad sort of like, my dad was like married for 4 times.
Oh, wow.
And he's like an OG playboy.
Obviously.
So then my dad was like, okay, your mom passed away and he's kind of like whatever himself.
Trying to figure out life for himself.
He kind of just let me do whatever I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got that freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you the only child then?
Yeah, I'm the only child.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like stepbrother.
Okay.
So my dad married
a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, but he never had his other biological child anymore because he just like, I think he had a surgery after me and then he could not have any child anymore because he do want to have another son. My dad loved to have boys.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. And I have like stepbrothers.
Yeah.
But it's from my like stepmom's previous marriage.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So your dad, these aren't his biological kids.
Yeah, I'm his only biological child, which is great. Hopefully I can inherit everything from him. So
that's the goal. Unfortunately, my parents don't have anything to pass down.
Oh, really?
Other than probably debt.
Is that because like your parents they don't save or something?
I mean, I think my dad's current wife, I think she's great with money, but my dad is me. I am a product of my father, and my father only taught me how to spend money, never to save. So I have financial people who now take my money away from me and save it without me knowing, and then they just leave me money to spend, which is perfect for me. But my dad has been the worst with money ever, and my mom's just never had money. She's never she barely graduated high school, so she's not college educated, and she's just always made the bare minimum of money.
Right.
So.
But you can be self-made, right?
Oh, yeah.
You make way much more than your parents.
100%.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
I don't need them to leave me anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if anything, they're like, can you leave us something? And you?
Right, yeah.
Could you die anytime soon?
Yeah, exactly. That's a bad thing. When you are waiting for that, it's such a bad, Yeah, I don't know. Like, my dad is still very healthy.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to live like 500 years old because he's Asian. I probably never wait for the day.
Is he currently married or is he looking for a new wife?
He's currently married with, and his current wife is a nurse.
Oh, shit. And she's going to keep him alive forever.
Yeah, exactly. What a bad news.
Get rid of this wife. Get somebody new.
That's why he married a nurse. She's so good at taking care of my dad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good for him. Good for them.
Yeah.
Bad for you. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. I'm just like trying to be self-made as well.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be. I feel like it means more.
Yeah, exactly. Because honestly, I think money, by the end of the day, is just a number.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't earn that,
it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It's not fun. I actually enjoy making money.
Same.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I enjoyed spending money. Now, actually, I still enjoy spending money, but it's just not too much joy anymore.
Oh, I still get lots of joy out of spending money.
Really?
Yeah, no, I love it.
I'm kind of over it. I know I'm such a weird girl. Like all the girls say, I love shopping. I was like, okay. Like, I'm okay with shopping now.
I don't even love shopping. I just love having new things.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't like wearing the same outfits.
You have like
times.
new clothes, new shoes.
Yeah, so
stuff.
I'm constantly selling my old clothes on like Posh Market and stuff like that, and then just getting new clothes. That's like my cycle.
Fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, except for I never sell shoes, so I have an overflow of shoes because that's also my addiction.
Yeah, couldn't you you have like a shoe collection one day when like you're super famous and you can sell those stuff. You can auction.
Yeah.
Like do a silent auction.
I need to do that.
Yeah, so that would be a good as well. Keep all the stuff.
Yeah.
Like your underwear, Yo,
I sell
anything.
those.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, you kind of got to at this point.
Maybe like get a vending machine and put everything there, and if people just go put a vending machine in the mall, I think that'd be such a good business. And the Soviets,
but they need dirty panties. That's why.
Okay.
They like them worn. You know,
like
so they
the
want
smell.
them fresh. Yeah.
They want to smell of that.
Yeah, sometimes they ask for you to either work out in them or to like pleasure yourself in them and then mail them off is usually the top 2 requests.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes they'll say, can you wear them for multiple days? And I'm like, no.
Multiple days?
I'm not going to give myself an infection for your sick pleasure.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
That's so funny. So how much did they pay for that?
I mean, girl, it really just depends. It depends on how soiled they want them and the price goes up. And then, of course, it depends if I'm sending it within the United States or if I'm sending it overseas because that's obviously going to cost me more to send it to them. But yeah, anywhere from $100 a pair to $500 a pair, depending on what you're doing in them.
Oh, good. You can make a great fortune on
Yeah.
that. You know,
Just
honestly.
panties alone, really.
Just panties, yeah.
Yeah.
And then not.
You don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, just panties. Oh,
Yeah.
that's definitely good business.
I know.
honestly, because you constantly need new panties.
Yes.
You just wear always. You never wear like new fresh panties.
Yeah.
Like you never have to wash your panties. You
Right.
Just, always you order like 500.
Just wear them, sell them. Wear them, sell them. Yeah.
Yeah, 500 panties.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can always shopping.
Yeah. Well, now we've got a new business model. Here we
Yes.
go.
I'm Chinese. I would think about business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my pleasure. I don't enjoy shopping anymore. I just like
Making money.
I just enjoy making money.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I want to turn that into a business.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like I have addiction for that. I know.
It's good. That's a great addiction.
Everywhere I go, it's like, okay, this is a business idea. This is a business idea.
Yeah. How's your husband feel about that?
My boyfriend.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were married. That's my bad. Okay.
No,
Boyfriend.
I mean, like honestly, we actually got engaged during a skits comedy.
Oh,
So I don't
not
know
for real.
I don't know if it's real or not because
You're like, I'm not sure if we're engaged or not.
because he's like a voiceover.
Are you wearing the ring?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, because so like that's I don't know it's real engagement or not, but
Wait, was it on a stage?
No, it's honestly because we do lots of like a skits comedy, right? He's like a
Yeah.
voice. He never appeared in any of my
He's the
video.
voice of your skits.
He's a voice. So then. And then I also think maybe because he's so Asian, he tried to save money because instead gave me a Christmas gift. He said, "Okay, I just buy a ring because this is your Christmas gift." And then he did that in the skits comedy. He wrote to the skits, and then I'm like, "What the hell?" But I whatever. I don't want to care about the video go viral, so I will do it.
I love that for you.
So I hope it's real, but it's okay. Even if it's not real, it's okay.
I mean, eventually, one day, it will be
Yeah.
real. He already got the ring. So.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I prefer not marrying him because
Okay.
I'm gonna inherit my dad's money. He's gonna have half of it. So I'd rather just
Write that in a prenup.
Yeah,
He doesn't get your dad's money.
yeah.
Girl, I don't think I ever want to be traditionally married. I just want to be like, I want to live as a partner with my person because I don't want to have to deal with hiring lawyers if we break up. That just seems asinine to
marriage
me.
like ruins lots of things. Honestly, because once you like find out you want to get divorced, like the lawyers make tons of money, and if you just live together, you don't want to be together anymore. Just bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
You go your way, I'll go mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's my
So-
jam. Maybe because I don't have true faith in marriage. Maybe that's why I'm like, don't even do it. Or if you do, get prenups. I'm just,
Yeah,
evil.
prenup, or I mean, like just maybe not get married. So like
Yeah.
it's like you can't live happily like ever after. Honestly, because I feel marriage puts so much restriction on your relationship, right? Like if you're not married, actually it's better. You don't have to have the burden worried about anything.
Yeah.
Like I mean, obviously, like if I love that man, I don't mind to share my stuff
Right.
with him. It's okay, but it has to be like equal as well. I don't mean
Yes.
equal, like. I mean, if he has more, that's even better.
At least got to be coming with what I'm coming with.
Yeah, it's gotta be like at this match, like meet me in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he do comedy as well?
No, he's totally not in the industry.
Okay,
He's like a very much behind the scene kind of guy. He's like
I feel like that's better.
yeah. I don't know, have you ever dated like people in the industry, like
Yes.
actors, comedians?
Yes.
Oh, so you did.
Yes, I do not recommend.
So really,
I don't. I don't think that you can both be. I don't want to say not be entertainers, but I don't think you can both be stars in the same category. Because like I've dated comics where we've went and done shows together, and it feels very competitive with each other of like who was funnier that night, like who got bigger laughs, like or just my significant other, you know, who is a comic trying to give me like comic notes or something, and I'm like, yeah, but your style of comedy isn't my comedy, you know, like it just got weird. And I didn't ever want to feel like, because some of the comics that I was trying to date were bigger names than me, and I didn't ever want people to think like, oh, she's getting these shows because she's fucking this dude, you know. So I never wanted to like use it as a catapult or make it seem like I was catapulting.
Yeah, and also just feel like, you know, you guys are doing the same thing and you never get a break, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, the schedules do line up.
Yeah,
so there's that.
You guys could have same sleeping schedule.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you know, like my like schedule is so different from my partner, and a lot of times he'll be like, "Can you please get up early next morning? We can go do something."
How's that affect your sex life then? If you have opposite schedules,
We barely do that. We just we schedule that once a month. I'm just joking.
It's on the schedule. Okay, we'll get to it when we get to it.
His hobby is planning. He like planning everything. It's like a 4 p.m. Sunday. I was like, how about I didn't feel like it? So then most time I didn't feel like it. 4 p.m. I didn't feel like that.
Can we move it to 6? Can we?
Can we reschedule that to later on, like 11 p.m. And at 11 p.m. He's like, oh, I feel sleepy already. So a lot of times it didn't happen.
So when you come home from a show and you're raring to go, can you wake him up?
No, his schedule is so different. He's like early bird. He's already like deep asleep with my dog. And because he had to get up like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m.
See, I'm a 5 a.m.er too, though.
Yeah. So, you are too? You're morning bird?
Yeah, I am. When I do shows, I have to take naps because I wake up so early.
So you are like a morning bird?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like to have like all of my morning done by like 10 p.m. But by then I've wanted to like, I read every morning, I journal every morning, I do my workouts every morning, you know, like take my shower by then. Like everything wants to be done like by 10. It's like, that's why I always tell people like I like my mornings. Like don't come at me in the mornings because I like my like 5 hours from like 5 to 10 a.m. where I just get all of my stuff done. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm ready for the day. I can do it. Yeah.
And also I feel like sometimes it's so productive in the morning.
It is.
You can get so much done, right? So if you get up like 11 a.m., okay, it's not too like, you know, too soon, too noon.
If I woke up at 11, I wouldn't even leave. I wouldn't even brush my teeth. I'd just be like, the day is over. It's
but
it's worthless.
But will you get tired like in the afternoon?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna go do a show, I have to take a nap.
You like take a nap like in the afternoon after lunch?
Like 3-ish. If I have to do a show, I'll sleep from like 3 to 4.
Okay.
That way I can like be up and then get ready to go to my show. But
that's like a very French style though. French people take a nap all the time. Also Asian people, like in our school, like I remember back then when I was in China, in our school, like all the kids after lunch you have to take a nap 2 hours.
I would love that.
Yeah. So Asian and Europeans, we take a nap.
That I think you should because it makes you just fresher for the evening.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Naps actually makes you live longer. Yeah.
I don't know that I need to live longer. Shit, I'm gonna stop napping.
Yeah, napping is really good for you. So you have a really good schedule.
Yeah. We kind of touched on this one earlier when we were talking about social media, but I was going to ask, like, how do you feel like is the best way for us as female comics especially to rise to the top in this very aggressive male-based comedy world?
Oh gosh, so yeah, I'm still kind of figure out the way as well as everyday learning because I just got on tour last year. I mean, thank God for the social media as well. I mean, also you get lots of backlash as well because lots of older school booker, older school comedian will be like, oh wow, like the new generation comedian nowadays, they can just start headlining. Like not doing like 20 or 30 years comedy.
Right.
Yeah, because there was a article at the New York Times last year came out, kind of caused lots of controversial, controversial debate because lots of older school comedians says, oh, comics, you need to go to comedy club every night, do 20 or 30 years. back then you had to be on SNL. You had to be like a series regular, like those sitcoms, or like doing comedy for 30 years, 25 years in order to be headliner. So nowadays, if you blow up on social media, like TikTok, and you get to headlining a show, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I think if you're funny, you're funny. I think just because some people, they didn't get to do the same route.
Yes.
Because I also feel lots of comedy, it's very natural, like, you know, those people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the people think
you have it or you don't.
Yeah, you have to don't. And also,
And you can get better, obviously. Doing more stages, you can hone your technique and get better. But I agree with you. There's a lot of comedians online coming up right now that I'm like, these guys are amazing. And you can tell it's just in their fucking blood. It's who they are.
Yeah,
you know?
they're funny. And also, like, those people think, oh, are you skits comedian? Because, like, some people said, oh, you just created skits. Like, you know, are you skits comedian? But you know how hard to create skits because you have to study, research, write the skits. You basically are your own director, editor, and actor. And then those comics, they think, oh, I don't do skits. I just try to waiting for stage time, because those people creating skits, they are actually creating opportunity for themselves, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need a gatekeeper. You don't have to go there to wait at a comedy club every night and 3-4 hours and say, oh, give me stage time, please. If that booker don't like you, you never get stage time. You have to wait for 10 years. I'm like, fuck them. I don't need that. I can go creating my own skits, you know, creating like my own stage time as well. Because when I just started doing that a couple of years ago, I also kind of learned the business side of it, like show business. I started to produce my own show at the Sunset Grill, which is like the super famous restaurant where like Eagles used to play there. So I was like, okay, it's so hard to get a stage time for LA comics because it's so competitive, right? And as a comic, you do need to go on stage every night to practice. So I started producing my own show there, and I get to go on stage to do my 5 minutes, 10 minutes set and every night, and then naturally it gets better. I'm still learning. I know I'm still kind of like, you know, new comic according to those old school comic, but I feel like you give yourself lots of opportunity to learn. Yeah. And even just like by doing skits, and you can also convert lots of your jokes into skits comedy as well. Yeah. Because I do a lot, you know, you make your skits comedy kind of reflect your own jokes. And you actually can see the humor, and you can see like everything behind the storytelling. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. I will say the only thing that, because I love like the Bill Johnsons coming up on TikTok and stuff like that these comics are putting out so much content and really giving themselves stages on TikTok, you know, and getting themselves in front of big audiences. The only thing that and it might not even be a problem for other people, but it's a problem with me because I feel a lot of times bookers book comedians like myself based on a large social media presence, but that doesn't always convert over into butts and seats, you know, especially with mine, because a lot of my fan base is not even US based, let alone California based, or, you know, where I'm going to do shows. So it's it's different for me, I think, than probably most people, because I do have my adult based fans and not necessarily my comedy based fans. But I do feel like most bookers book on large social media presences and then wait for that to turn over into seats, and it does not always turn out that way.
Yeah, because they think that's your fan base and that's your audience base, right? And then it's kind of like for movies, the same, like movie star, they bring the fan base to the movie theater to watch the film. For comics, it's the same, but it's not always like that. Yeah. So how about like your fans? Will they watch your comedy though? Like
if I were to put it online, yes, but I don't. I don't put mine online.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have another new business idea right now while talking to you.
Look at her. Look at this Chinese mind just rolling.
I was watching Comedy Central. They used to do those kind of like, you know, stand-up comedy feature comics do 10 minutes or 20 minutes. They do that. Actually, it's a stripper club. I can tell because they're like a strip
pole. Yeah. I've done comedy at strip clubs. Yeah. Trust me. So plenty of times.
Yeah. So like could it be different kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, strip club comedy.
I will tell you, I headlined a strip club in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh, what's like? Because I'm going to Nashville. I'm so excited.
So I was there with, do you know, she used to be an LA-based comic. I think they moved to Texas. Lila Hart. She's a little person.
Maybe I saw the picture. I would know. Yeah.
So they booked us together, me as the headliner and her as the feature, but they didn't really tell the strip club that they were having comics come out.
So the people are not ready for comedy.
Okay, but also because I'm an adult star, they were like, oh, we're going to have you. There were 2 stages, 2 separate rooms. And so they were like, we're going to have you go and strip for 1 song in this room, and then you'll come over into the other room and you'll do stand-up comedy. And I was like, what? But okay, let's go.
Wow, that is a full act.
I don't strip either. It was the worst stripping that anyone's ever seen. In fact, they 100% said, don't come back. Don't do this again. Strictly for the stripping. So yeah, I had to strip on one stage and then go do comedy on the other. And let me tell you, they did not prep the audience whatsoever. So people were they were very confused as to why I was standing talking with a microphone, not losing a single article of clothing. They were like, "What kind of fucked up show is this?"
They were like, "We want a refund."
Yeah. They were like, why is there a midget telling jokes and then the lady who got naked next door no longer getting naked, just telling jokes? It was a nightmare. So,
oh my gosh. I think if they like promoted it as like a comedy show at a strip club, that's different because people will know, okay, we come to strip club for a comedy show, right? Yeah, you get some sex, you get some laughter, okay?
Yeah.
So that's good.
You got Sylvia Sage looking like a fool on 2 stages that night. That's what she got.
So while you were doing comedy there, do you have to wear like lingerie?
So I was wearing a stripper outfit because I stripped literally right before the set.
So
and then I come and put clothes back on and
oh my gosh, you are a trooper. You're like you just stripped and then you have to go do stand-up comedy because most stand-up comedians will have to be mentally ready. You're like, oh my gosh, I have to catch my breath and then I have to do comedy. That's hard work, girl.
Yeah, it was a lot. We'll never do it again. But that's it. We're done on time.
Oh,
I know.
That's it.
I know. I told you it goes so fast.
Right.
It goes so fast.
30 minutes.
And again, see, we still didn't get through all the questions, but that's why we got them.
So cool.
Well, this fabulous episode, by the way. I love when we go off on tangents. That's my favorite way to do a show, if I'm being honest. But look in that camera there and tell people where they can find you.
Hey guys, you can always find me on Catsy on TikTok, Catsy, and Instagram official Catsy. What else? Oh, I'm also on Red Note. You guys know Red Note? That's the Chinese app.
Oh, yeah, it's the TikTok.
Do you remember during like TikTok got banned?
Yes.
So I joined
12 hours.
Yeah, so I joined the Red Note during that 24 hours.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of interesting. Like I'm not like a Chinese spy trying to promote that. Okay, I'm not a spy. So,
do you speak fluent Chinese?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's perfect.
我的名字叫凯西.
There you go.
I don't know. People were like, what are you talking about? I just spoke some Japanese. I don't even know. Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Until next time, adios.